there was an event in Toronto at the Friends of Jesus Christ Church called Israel Rejoicing Celebration. And naturally, the pro-Hamas people came and set off smoke devices and chanted genocide. I love how you'll see them hold signs saying no genocide. There you go. There's one. As they chant from the river to the sea, go back to Europe, intifada. They're kind of clever. They don't come out and say, kill the Jews. They just say it in a form of coded message. But anyways, let's see this anarchy that was happening outside
at a church.
A church.
Remember,
and here's what to ask yourselves, folks. Had this demonstration been outside a mosque, what are we facing? We're facing the whack 'em and stack 'em riot squad of the police. We're facing mainstream media covering it from coast to coast. But no, I guess the Friends of Jesus Christ Church got off easy, didn't they, Sheila? In the last few years, we've seen more than 100 Christian churches, mostly Catholic, vandalized and desecrated and even burnt to the ground. Thankfully, that did not happen here. But let's check out some of the anarchy.
Wow. That
Well, Sheila, the first takeaway I see from that video is that police officer, obviously in charge, saying, get off the road, get off the road. That's a 180 for the Toronto Police Service, because just about a week ago at Yonge Dundas Square in downtown Toronto, these hooligans took over the intersection for a mass prayer session, and the cops' response, well, boss, there's nothing we can do. What you going to do about it? But thankfully, they didn't allow a repeat of that on that street outside the church, did they now?
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, this is a largely Filipino church. So we can't do the whole, this is white supremacy garbage that the other side does. That's a really startling video to see, just the images. Very compelling that you have to have a wall of police to protect a church in Toronto is wild. But look at that other side. You do have to keep them at bay. Why do they have these green and red? I realize why they have the colors, but why do they bring the smoke bombs? Why do they do that?
I don't know.
They do it at all their protests. And it seems so chaotic and destructive. It just reminds me of a fiery mob on the other side.
Well, as the immortal bard himself once said, sound and fury signifying nothing. And by the way, it's worse than nothing for these hooligans, these hobos for Hamas, Sheila, because it looks very, violent and distressing. And it looks like there's momentum because it's been going on for 10 months now. But the fact is, the last poll I saw indicated that more than 80% of Canadians, and it's higher in the U.S., are against them. So I guess the lesson learned is, don't think that the squeaky wheel that
Yeah.
those screaming and professing violence don't think that they are carrying the day. In fact, how many converts do you think they made to their cause that day? How many people attending that church went, hey, you know what? I think they got a point. How many passersby said this is a good thing? And every time, Sheila, they shut down an intersection or an expressway ramp and further inconvenience Torontonians. I mean, come on, as if it's not bad enough. Do you think the person there stuck in a vehicle for 2 hours, missing work, missing something that's important for their family, do you think, hey guys, you got me, I'm now pro-Hamas just like you? No, it's quite the opposite. So let them continue to do this and further turn public opinion against them, Sheila.
Look at this. You know, I'm old enough to remember 30 seconds ago when the left was all for arresting pastors who were holding church for willing congregants on some sleepy street somewhere. In the meantime, they're blocking the busy streets of Toronto now. It's just insane.
And Sheila, with that number, right, to the east of that intersection where that's happening is the actual Yonge Dundas Square. More
Go
than
to the
ample
square.
room. Yes.
Yeah, go.
What you're seeing is a big raised middle finger in the name of radical Islam saying, we don't care what the laws are. We don't care what the etiquette is. We are taking over. And if you dare shut down this so-called peaceful prayer session, you are an Islamophobe, you are a hater, you are a bigot, and we aren't going anywhere. And for the police to say some 10 days ago there was nothing they could do, and now you saw that cop thankfully saying, get off the street. You know, that gives me some hope, Sheila. You know, let's see how it further goes along. I'm sure we're coming up soon to October 7th, 2024. I wouldn't be surprised if these hooligans have something really big planned to celebrate. Yes, celebrate the October 7th massacre of last year. Let's see how the police react. I hope we get more of this. Get off the goddamn road, okay? We're tired of this.